confronted with the reality of remote working, I can imagine that you may ask yourself if and how drawing can be implemented in your virtual classroom too. The good news is that it's not only possible, but also very easily done with the equipment you already have. There are so many applications to choose from, so many technical options that one can get easily confused. I know, I've been there too. This is why I want to share only from my own experience and guide you through the tools and equipment I use when teach online. The first option is to use the same analog tools you would use in a usual offline classroom. Here, for example, is how I teach when I am doing an offline training. I use a flip chart stand, paper and a marker. And if I need to teach online, I'm just trimming the process. Another analog tool, which is quite easy to use, is a whiteboard. If you don't have a whiteboard where you teach, you can go for a similar one, a portable whiteboard. It is quite an easy and affordable option. If you want to draw in front of your students, you might need a bit of a practice. Where exactly to place it, how to hold it, so that the light doesn't reflect your drawings. What you can do is go for placing your board down, drawing what you would like to draw, and then showing it to your students. This way you might be less nervous, but you kind of sacrifice the magic of seeing the image emerging. And this special kind of magic is, in my experience, one of the best ways to bring people's attention back if you see they've drifted away. You can also decide to prepare in advance your drawings on cards like this or this. Or this one. Or this. I like to use this type of drawings on cards a lot because they give me the opportunity to use them on various different occasions. For instance, these are cards I've been using to introduce myself in various different combinations. And at the same time, I do not risk to fail with the drawing them live. And maybe you, just like me, will have situations when you need to improvise. For example, during the first lockdown 2020, I was forced to get creative because I wanted to record a video message for the participants in a training which needed to be postponed. And I wanted to use drawings as well, as usual. So at this time, I was in a small village, in a mountain cottage, and I looked around for something I could use. Luckily, I could find a blackboard, a kid's blackboard, and some chalk, so I could do my job and record the video. The second option when teaching online is to use digital tools. I will share with you the tools I have worked with. The first option is a similar tablet like this, a Wacom. The good thing about this type of tablets is that they're quite affordable. You can produce any digital drawing with them and share them with your students. What is quite specific about this type of tablet is that you actually look at the screen while drawing on your tablet. And this needs a bit of a habit. The tool I now work with digitally is a smart tablet. It serves me a great job. It gives you the opportunity to look at your canvas while you're drawing, which is great, of course. You can also record while you're drawing, you can screen share, you can use lots of drawing tools. So if your school or you have a chance to work with a smart tablet, I would definitely recommend to give it a try. Maybe the only disadvantage I see about a smart tablet is that they're quite pricey. And another option to draw digitally is, of course, our smartphone. There are lots of applications for drawing on a smartphone. I find the easiest to use the drawing tool on the Notes application on an Apple device. I'm sure Android has similar drawing tools too. Additional ideas I have worked with. First is to draw a very usual offline drawing and then just to scan it with a scanner or with an application on a smartphone. Once you have the digital image, you can use it in any presentation or worksheet or any other material you want to use in your classroom. And another great tool I recently found out about is the markup function of PowerPoint or Keynote. For instance, what I do, and you've seen this in lesson 1, is first prepare a drawing, include it in a presentation, and then mark while I'm speaking. And from my experience, this is a great way to capture and keep people's attention for as long as we need to. As you see, there are plenty of options to use drawings even in your virtual classroom. In this lesson, I only mentioned the tools that I've personally worked with. With all the technical opportunities nowadays, I'm sure there are plenty of other options as well to integrate drawings into our online teaching process. So I would definitely recommend you to give drawings a chance even when you teach online.